you feel is right to go. Stand by for a start. They're off and racing. Under influence, jibbed at the start, got back to last with Val Cecina. KTY jumped fairly well, but Norwich began brilliantly. And at the end of 200, Norwich is going to comfortably hold Ginnivan. Right behind them, settling third, is Resonator, followed now by KTY, improving sharply around the outside, got to fourth. A length and a half goes to Walks Val Cecina, and back a clear last Under Influence. Nearing the home turn, they go to the 500 where Norwich leads the way from Ginnivan. In behind them, Resonator. Pike sits there, bides his time on the odds-on favourite KTY, who follows Ginnivan's every move. Further back then, Val Cecina goes to Walks Under Influence last at the 250. Now Ginnivan ranges alongside of Norwich, but here comes KTY letting down. KTY on the outside of Ginnivan looms up with 100 metres left to go, sprints past Ginnivan and comes away. And Durant, well, it's 4 just more here at Belmont Park, and KTY scores a resounding first up win. Pike and Fury just waxing winners here in the first half of the day. Beat home Ginnivan, goes 2 walks. It finished on from Norwich Under Influence. Resonator further back, and last to greet the judge, Val Cecina. KTY takes out race 4. He's VVG, very, very good. And the Coney Gelding, Willie Pike brings up a double. Adam Durant saddles up the first half of the card. He's got the meeting to himself at the moment. KTY proving too good for Ginnivan. Improved run here this afternoon. Goes 2 walks, finishing on into third. And Norwich was back there in 4th placing. But he was the class act. He was the one absolute shoe-in for the day on paper. And this Nakoni Gelding has won, and won it comfortably. A length and a quarter in 59.11, a length and a half second and third. They peeled off a split of 34.22. He's made it 3 wins now from 6. Never been beaten out of the placings, and just continues this fabulous day for Adam Durant. We'll go to break. Going and doing a spot of fishing, and he's got a nice haul here, that is for sure and certain, this afternoon. A part owner with G. Braithwaite, Gary Dickey, Ms. L. Faulkner, W. Faulkner, G. Hill, JK Racing, Rob McGavin, S. Thompson, Ms. A. Reid, estate of the late Graham McEwen, Ms. J.D. McKinnon, and Mrs. B. Driscoll, D. Patterson, Andy Phelan, S. Glover, Mrs. P.J. Schmidt, Brad Willison, J. Maguire, and Willie Pike in the saddle. Just capped it off, beautifully ridden. Trailed Ginnivan into the corner, led him down, and he continues a fabulous strike rate first up. Ginnivan second by Universal Ruler. Chanel Cooper for Jim Taylor, goes 2 walks. Another consistent run by God Has Spoken from Death Knock, Neville Parnham and Kesh Duran. The next event, the Tab Tart Stakes over 1650. No scratchings here. Another odds-on favourite punters are looking down the barrel at. It's Cosmic Crusader going around after his fabulous first up victory. He'll step out at 5-4 this afternoon in the next event. Let's go back downstairs, and Lockie, it's the Adam Durant show here this afternoon at Belmont Park.
Certainly is, Darren. Thank you very much. And KTY makes it 4 from 4 for the Adam Durant yard as Adam joins me once again. We're getting nice and familiar with one another, Adam, but KTY, it looks like he's returned in wonderful order.
Mate, I threw a little cheeky tease out to you early in the week about your behind-the-scenes statement you make. I said how many times, death taxes, and how many times Lockie's going to say behind the scenes on Saturday. And anyway, we haven't heard behind the scenes today, but you didn't see the joke, but I'm glad I'm talking to you, that's for sure. But look, he's a lovely horse. We dialed it in right, doing what we've done. We've had a bit of time to think about this, and it wasn't an afterthought getting these ones ready for today. Just nice the sun come out and the track dried out. I was pretty happy. So.
You've trained plenty of nice horses over the years. Behind the scenes, what type of level does he show you behind the scenes, knowing that what he could get to?
Behind closed doors. Look, I mean, my 3 best sprinters, I think, are probably Enticing Star, Master Design, Stage Man. They're probably the fastest. This horse would work with them in his work. Long way to go before he's those horses, but that's what he can do in his training. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Do you feel like a race like a Winterbottom Stakes could come a year too early for him at this stage? Could he need another year before he tackles a race like that?
He's 6 weeks till he's 3. He's still only 4. He's still until he's 4. So he's only a 3-year-old still. So yeah, still learning, and he might be better at 14 or a mile yet. We don't know. He's not necessarily a sprinter, so we'll see.
What a day for the stable. Well done.
No, thank you.
There's Adam Durant, and here's Willie Pike.
Adam Durant has trained the first 4. Willie's ridden 2 of them. Lucy's ridden the other 2. Let's start with the first one, Black Aura. What did you think of her return today?
Obviously really nice. I was just happy with the way she seemed to mature. She was lovely and calm. Yeah, everything about she just showed maturity.
And this boy looks like he's got a little bit more X factor.
Yeah, much the same. He showed a good bit of maturity there, but for him seemed to be the second up run. The first one seems to wake him up and he comes alive. If he keeps a lid on it for second up, well then we know we're in for a good campaign. The second up one seems to be his Achilles heel. So if we're hopefully older, stronger and wiser, and we'll see in a few weeks how that goes.
Congratulations, well done.
Cheers, mate.
There's Willie Pike. 2 winners for him, 2 winners for Lucy Fury, and 4 for Adam Durant and his stable, KTY. That might have just been the most impressive of them all. They combined to take out race 4 here at Belmont.